Hello! Hello! How's it going? It's been so long. Hello, friends. Hello, family. Say hi to Danny DeVito for us. He's the newest addition to the squad. Hello, everybody. How's it hanging? How's it going? What's going on? What is up? 227 likes before we even started. Wow. This is going to be great. It's going to be a nice little long live stream today. Hello. There's so many of you in here. Hello, Muhammad, Black Dragon. I can't keep up. MH, True, Simon, Mr. Race, Bend Over. Hello, Tyler, Wolf, Monk. There's so many of you. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Today we will be watching the Dying to Know Gamescom edition, which is also episode 3. They'll be going over parkour, combat, stuff like that. Hello, Vile. Crispy Sonic, Adam, Griffin, Storm, Josh, Crusher, Luke. I can't keep up. You love URL Melt Unicorns? I do. It's a great song. I'm not gonna lie. I do like it. All right. Your wife is in labor while you're watching. Bud, you gotta. I would recommend getting in the other room. I'm honored that you're here with me, but I would go to the other room if your wife's in labor. That's just me. I'm good, Colin. How's everybody else? Chat go brr. Hello, Michael. Song is great. The song is great. The gamer priorities. Episode 3 over childbirth. Team On himself joins the stream. You imagine? That'd be great. There's 470 of you. That's terrifying. That's terrifying. That's so many. That's so many people. Why are you here? Why are there so many? But yeah, so the live stream starts in 1 hour. We always start 1 hour before to go and garner up some hype, talk about expectations and all that. I'm doing good. Thank you so much. We'll talk about a lot of stuff. There's a lot of ray tracing stuff out there. There was a trailer that we got yesterday that I skimmed through it. I didn't fully watch it yet. Is Aussie joining? Most likely not. We haven't talked about it. I assume he's doing his own thing for this. If he wanted to join, he could, but we didn't discuss anything. So yeah, Dying to Know episode 3. We'll talk about the gameplay trailer from yesterday that we got, and we will also talk about that giveaway. So, if you're just tuning in, if you're not familiar with the channel, if I popped up into your recommended feed, welcome. Happy to have you. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm giving away a copy of the Ultimate Edition for Dying Light 2. And all you have to do to participate is click that pinned comment over there, over somewhere. Depending on where you're at, I guess. It's in the chat. I'll have my... I can go and link it real quick. Let me link the Discord. So, if you want to join the giveaway, join the Discord. I just spammed it like 15 times in there, so you guys can go and do that. All you have to do to join the Discord, or all you have to do to join the giveaway, join the Discord. There's a channel called Giveaways. Go in there, and you need to click React. That's it. That's all you gotta do. You'll get the Ultimate Edition, whatever platform of your choice. Your region does not matter. If you can't create alt accounts. We'll know if you did, and your account needs to be at least 2 days old. So, yeah, know that before you join. ML Dying to Know episode 3 over girlfriend. When does it start? It starts in 1 hour. 1 hour and 5 minutes from now. But we're going to look at the gameplay trailer first, because I think there's a lot to talk about with that. And to be honest, is it looking... I got some things to say about that one. Wow. Okay, a lot of you joined the Discord. That's insane. Okay. I just see it going. That's great. Welcome, welcome. Happy to have you here. I'm gonna put on another song in the background. All right, I'll spam it one more time, and then we'll start. Milk tea is great, not gonna lie. Okay, I have tea right here. No demon would ever put tea in their milk. Am I right? Right, Doge? Who puts tea in their milk? You guys put tea in your milk? Why would anyone do that? 300 likes! Oh my god, that's amazing! Danny! Danny, we did it! Danny, we got 300 likes! That's awesome. We still have an hour to go. We didn't even start. You can see yourself on stream chat? Yeah, you can. All right, let me go and pull up the IGN stream. They start in 1 hour. So, let me switch over. Let me actually get rid of chat for that. Pop out chat. Okay. Is it this one? Nope. Is it this one? Nope. Is it this one? All right, it's that one. All right. So the IGN stream, they go live. Let me grab the info for show. Let's see. 8 p.m. CST, 8 p.m. CEST to EST. So exactly 1 hour from now on IGN's Twitter, or not Twitter, YouTube, they will go and show off Dying Light 2. It's excited. It's exciting. I mean, we could watch this, but I think we want to go and talk about this the trailer that we got yesterday. I'm curious to hear everybody's thoughts about it. How about we'll discuss Dying Light, and then if it doesn't take up an hour, which I'm sure it's probably going to take up an hour, because let's be honest, it's the only thing I do on this channel is cover Dying Light. We'll go and tune into this stream, but it looks like it's just indies right now, so not about that. We'll save that. What's the music I'm using? That song was "Oh My" by Patrick something. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I'll send it in chat for you. There you go. All right, let's go and look at the trailer that we got yesterday. Like I said, I just skimmed through it. Oh, that's loud. All right.
Sometimes I wonder what this city looked like before all this. Probably like many others. People had their ambitions, plans, lives. Now it's all gone. The virus started it, but it was the people who made the world the way it is. This city, Villador. They tell me they had a vision. They had hope. But soon, one vision broke into many different ones. Instead of fighting together, people stood against each other. War broke out.
Was it a little bird met a broken leg?
Hope died. Now the city is falling.
Each time we strike down an enemy, we absorb their strength.
but I can't let that happen.
This looks awesome. I love that. We're gonna talk about that.
Not yet. I need the secrets the city holds.
Disgusting.
Still some rats here.
Tic Tac.
I have to pick a side.
The bazaar needs good people.
You're doing great so far.
I have to make a difference.
Let's check and see.
They say that great change is a series of small gestures. How about this series?
It's insane.
Is all hope really gone? We'll see about that.
All right. Let's talk about this. Okay, what's everybody's thoughts on this? There's a little things I'm kind of concerned about. First off, this looks great. Hold on. This big beefy boy right here, that looks great. That actually looks like it's actually going to be challenging and difficult and fun. I do love how we got a big showcase of a lot of the characters. Someone said it in chat that the parkour looks a little clunky. It does at some points. You also go really slow in this zip line. Where no, there was like bigger concerns that I had. Okay, this right here looks great. Okay, this whole grappling hook thing, I absolutely love this. I want to know what it connects to. Like, does it just connect to like, how am I supposed to know, like, when I'm playing, like, where this thing is going to? Is it just like, it's I like the grappling hook. Oh no. I don't. All right, guys, the good old Tic Tac. I don't know. It just feels more. It feels more slowed down. Like, he was there for a while. He's there for a while. It wasn't that long in Dying Light, the original. The wall running looks great.
You're doing great so far.
I have to make a difference.
Some of the it looks great. It looks great in some parts. I love this.
Check and see.
We'll get to the combat though.
They say that great change is a series of small gestures.
Like with this,
They say that great
you actually fall from really high up here. Any blue garbage bags down there?
They say that great
Can I land on that van and be fine?
change is a series of small gestures.
We never see. I think it was an Aussie stream yesterday. They said something like this. You never see like the full-on like transition. It always cuts right before, which makes me wonder what the transition looks like.
How about this series?
Okay, now the combat. Okay, as you can tell, he dodges, and then there's slow-mo, and then there's slow-mo again, There's like heavy use of slow-mo, which I want to know is the slow-mo, is it like how it is in the original Dying Light where it's kind of random? Like how often does the slow-mo occur? Is the combat like is all the slow-mo that we're seeing, is that all like trailer magic and done in post-editing to make it look more cooler? So it's like almost every dodge and block is like a slow-mo.
We'll see about.
he jumps high. He jumps high. This is insane. Look at the airtime he gets with this.
Small gestures.
Wait for it.
How about this series?
Look at that. Okay, it's not that bad in that one. Dude, he jumps up. He's about to drop the fattest mixtape ever of all time. Unsee said that the slow-mo is longer in the trailer than in the actual game. Okay. He's got those Air Jordans.
Really gone?
The Dying Light 2 episodes in 53 minutes.
Small gestures.
Check and see.
A series of
I
small.
don't know. My biggest concerns were...
How about this series?
My biggest concerns were that tic-tac and the slow-mo. But I mean... Hey, Nero, thank you for being a supporter. Welcome back. Thank you so much.
There's all.
Alright, so it's actually on their Twitch. It's not on their YouTube. Thank you, Doge. So, we'll wait for that when it's time. Thank you so much, Nero. That's Danny DeVito. Can't you tell? It's Danny. Alright, we'll actually move him back now. Let's move Danny back.
Sometimes I wonder what this city looked like before all this. Probably like many others. People had their ambitions.
Has anybody been paying attention to Gamescom at all? I haven't. Not even in the slightest. I watched it yesterday and I saw Call of Duty, which looks like Dying Light. Bum, 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 bum.
Plans, lies. Now it's all gone. The virus started it, but it was the people who made the world the way it is. This city, Villador. They tell me they had a vision.
Call of Light, stay
They
dying.
had hope. But soon, one vision broke into many different ones.
Has anyone seen it? Let me find it.
Instead of fighting together, people stood against each other.
It looks like Dying Light.
War broke out.
Was it a little bird? Met a broken leg.
Hope died. Now the city is falling.
Each time we strive.
Oh yeah, this is Call of Duty Vanguard. They got like full on like parkour and stuff now. It's weird to think about. This is insane to me. Who would have thought you would see this in a Call of Duty game? Alright, enough Call of Duty.
We absorb their strength.
But I can't let that happen. At least, not yet. I need the
There's that Tic Tac.
secrets the city.
There's that Tic Tac. I don't know how I feel about the Tic Tac. Yes, I'll see it. It's on right now. Should be on both their Twitch and YouTube.
Some cosmetic options for the arena.
I'm gonna pull that up on my second screen. The giveaway winner will be revealed at 2:50, which will probably be a couple of minutes after the event ends.
You're doing great so far.
I have to make a difference.
Let's check and see.
They say that great change is a series of small gestures. How about this series?
I mean, the combat does look better than it did in the original. The only thing I have a problem with is the slow-mo. 47 minutes
Is
from
all
now.
hope really gone? We'll see about that. For all this,
What time zone?
probably like many others,
Just 47 minutes from now, so whatever that is
people had
for
their
everybody.
ambitions, plans, lives. Now it's all gone. The virus started it, but it was the people who made the world the way it is. This city, Villador. They tell me they had a vision. They had hope. But soon, one vision broke many different ones.
I'm so excited. I mean, we only saw a little bit. When the event actually starts, we're gonna find out. We're gonna have a better idea if it's like
War broke out.
stinky poo poo.
Was it a little bird? Met a broken leg.
The Tic Tac stops because there was an edge.
We absorb
There was an edge. Let me look.
great so far.
I have to make a difference.
Where is it? Did I pass it? I think I passed it.
Check and see.
Yeah, it's right here.
I have to pick a side.
The bazaar needs good people.
I passed it, didn't I?
You're doing great so far.
At least, not yet. I need the secrets the city holds.
There's no edge there.
The secrets. I need the secrets the city holds.
There's no edge there. You cannot tell me there's an edge there. No
I
way.
need the secrets.
There's an edge right here, but he does not slide
I
down
need the secrets the city holds.
that foot.
Fuck.
Still some rats here.
There's no edge there.
Holds. I need the secrets. I need
He pauses. He pauses, and then he turns around, and then he jumps.
the secrets the city
He's not even sliding.
holds. Fuck.
Still some rats here.
He is holding on to nothing.
Pick a side.
He just plops his hand against the wall. He just stops. Right, Danny? Boy, you're waving. Look at that. Can you see that? Look at him. Look at Danny. You can see him waving. Let's see. Oh, hold on. I'll see. Check the
You're doing great so far.
I have to make a difference.
Let's check and see.
Yeah, hello, right, Danny?
They say that great change is a series of small gestures. How about this series?
All right. Aussie will be joining and watching with us, just like last episode. It'll be fun.
I need the secrets the city holds.
It'll be a lot of fun.
Still some rats here.
I have to pick a side.
It will be on Twitch and also be here. We'll be watching it live together.
You're doing great so far.
If you're just tuning in, we are now 43 minutes away from the event starting. We're also giving away a copy of Dying Light 2, the Ultimate Edition. So the one that comes with all the DLC. It comes with DLC 1, DLC 2, all that stuff. It'll be a platform of your choice. Any region. All you gotta do is join the Discord, go to giveaways, and you guys can join the little giveaway. The giveaway ends at 2:51 p.m. So in roughly an hour and a half from now, it'll automatically go and decide a random winner. And yeah, it'll be great. It'll be fun. I recommend tuning in. All right, I'm gonna hop into VC now with Aussie, and it'll be good.
He's here.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
How's it going?
All Gucci.
Oh my god, there's so many people joining. Holy crap. Oh, wow. There's like over 30 people in this listening to both
Actual
of us.
blog champ.
How do you participate in the giveaway? Just I can show on screen right now real quick.
They've shown that new Souls-like game. I'm not sure what else they've shown right now. I'm just like gonna have it muted on my second monitor at the moment.
Once you're in the Discord, you go to giveaways on the left. There will be a message right here. Let me zoom in.
Are you watching it on Twitch or YouTube only?
I'm probably gonna watch it on YouTube because I have more success with YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Twitch is stinky poo poo when it comes to like live stuff sometimes. At least in my experience. I don't know. I'll try it out though.
There's way more people watching on YouTube as well. Jesus.
All you have to do is just go to the giveaways channel, go to giveaway, and you click on the little confetti to react, and you'll be entered. And then, oh, someone did it. Yeah, I'm just getting myself adjusted with everything. What did you think of the little trailer that we got yesterday?
I like that. I mean, I said yesterday when I was, oh no, not yesterday, 2 days ago when I was live. I actually liked it quite a lot. There was like the slow mo is probably my biggest issue, and Tic Tac looks just as janky as the first game, but you know,
I think it looks
just
worse.
Kind of what it is.
I think it looks worse,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, because like, at least in the first one, like they slide down a little bit,
Yeah.
but like, I went frame by frame, and he literally just like pauses on the wall.
Yeah, because
And-
I can't remember if in DL1 you can actually like turn around and look around while sliding down.
I don't think
in
you
Tic
can.
Tac?
I don't think you can.
Because in DL2 you kind of they kind of give you way more time to do so. like you kind of sit there for quite a bit before you start sliding down really slowly. But I like I mean, the knuckle dusters and shit we saw, and the
Oh yeah, no, that's insane. I do love that.
also the I wonder how it's gonna work if like he sort of like the I don't know what you call it, the wall run into like the jump kick into the guy's face. Like I wonder how smooth that's gonna be in gameplay, because if it is smooth, that's gonna be really nice to play with.
It's hard to know if it's smooth or not because there's a lot of cutting with the transitions.
Yeah.
Like, was it the grappling hook to the paraglider to kicking someone in the face? It's like cut between like 2 or 3 cuts, and you can't really fully see how it is. And it's.
I wish they kind of showed that all in one sort of smooth transition rather than having to cut in between each one.
Yeah, chat saying you can't look around in D1.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you know, you have more freedom with DL2's Tic Tac then in that case. Also, the wall run. I said this before on my stream 2 days ago, but I think that the wall run looks a lot like Titanfall's, where you kind of like stick like glue to the wall for a bit before you start going down and stuff. I like that. It's much easier to control for gameplay.
I do like that a lot, actually.
Yeah, I'm just watching on your stream now as you're watching the trailer over again. I really like the new design of the parkour. What do you call them? Peacekeepers. The darker blue is so much better than what we saw in 2018 with the light blue.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, they're showing a Yu-Gi-Oh game on right now.
Are they? Let me grab it.
Yeah.
I have it on my other screen. Oh yeah, there it is.
I really like what they're. By the way, I really like what they're doing with the hook, though.
Yeah,
you do so much more rather than just like a point and click adventure with like the first game. Sort of like you gotta actually swing to transition between, like especially when he goes from one floor down to the next one very cleanly by swinging into it. That was nice.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I don't know if it's like where can and can't you latch on to?
Yeah,
is the big
true.
question, because like I looked at it and let me go back. Because I looked at it and there's not like anything that separates it from like any other edge or different area in like the other game. Unless because the HUD is turned off and all that stuff is turned off, that you just can't see like the marker that it is. Like I think if it's Uncharted 4? I think Uncharted 4 does something like that where it's like a little notifier on where you can swing from.
Yeah, he grapples onto. I'm looking at your stream now. He grapples onto like the PL thing, the sign. I wonder if there's going to be like some set areas where we can grapple. If there's like a UI indicator,
because
or
like
we could just grapple at any ledge sort of thing. But that's if we can grapple anywhere, that'll sound like it would be really buggy. So I don't know.
I'm saying, like, even okay. So yeah, the stream's a little bit behind for you, but you'll be able to see it. Like he on the lamppost, like there's nothing that differentiates it from, like, it would have to be certain spots where you can and can't do it, because like it's gonna get buggy. It's gonna be a buggy mess if it's not like that.
I mean, it's nice. It would be nice for freedom, but at the same time, if there's so much on the screen and you're trying to grapple to one specific spot, it's really hard to aim for it. But I do like how you can actually like transition between glider and hook. Supposedly, we haven't seen it all one smooth go, but I remember in like, was it the 2019 one? I can't remember. That one gameplay showcase they had him go from they had him, what was it? They had him swing and then go into the glider, but we saw here he goes in from the glider to the hook. So I wonder, obviously there's stamina usage and everything, but I wonder if you can like sort of chain those infinitely as long as you can.
Yeah,
it'd be really nice to do some stuff.
I really hope today we can get a good look at what the HUD looks like, to be honest.
Yeah. We haven't seen anything.
There hasn't been anything for it.
Yeah, we haven't seen much of it at all. I actually don't remember seeing anything about it, actually, at all.
It's just like the E3 stuff.
Yeah, didn't they have like a compass in E3?
Yeah.
At the top, that was it pretty much, yeah.
And then there was like that Asus picture that we had like a long time ago, but that was a long time ago. So
yeah,
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see.
Almost like the generic soda and burgers thing. Like they have like made up brand names and everything, and they just gave out just like, yeah, soda and burgers. There you go.
Oh, where are we at? 34 minutes away. The giveaway did not end yet. Still have like an hour and a half.
Curious if they'll add. Luke says he's curious if they'll add a hard mode that turns off the HUD. Then they say Night Runner mode difficulty is when there's HUD elements taken away. I believe Timon said that in one. Was it a Q&A? I think it was a Q&A.
I think it was the one where he just talks about the difficulties. It was like a Twitch thing.
There's 3 of them.
Yeah.
There were 3 difficulties, like the normal one, the Haran Survivor one, and then Night Runner. Night Runner's like the hardest. I'm surprised I actually have multiple difficulties though. It's pleasantly surprised because the first game only had 1 difficulty when it released.
Oh yeah, I know, right? I wasn't expecting them to have.
But I wonder
that
if
many.
I wonder if the game is going to be balanced around those 3 difficulties, because Dying Light 1's difficulty differences were a bit. You could tell that the game wasn't designed to be, you know, around those difficulties, because you could cheese them or they would like brutally assault you in different ways or whatever, depending on what kind of difficulty you're playing on outside of normal. So I wonder in this game if the difficulties will be balanced instead of, you know, bullet sponge simulator or whatever.
Yeah. Are we gonna get a games journalist difficulty mode?
Oh. Oh yeah, I remember. I don't know if you saw it, but Anzi posted in I think Dying Light 2 channel, or maybe somewhere else, that of someone DMing him on, I think it was like Facebook or Instagram, and it was like, you know, like wishing death upon the devs and stuff. Like saying this game is too hard, you evil devs, I will kill you and your
Seriously?
family. Like, yeah. I can't believe that guy not only has the audacity to say that, but also failed to play and get past a certain point on story mode, which is the easiest difficulty ever.
Yeah. Oh my god. That's pretty fucked up. That's really bad. You have to go to an extra level of like. You have to be fueled by some other level of hatred to go and do that.
Yeah. Or just be a kid on the internet. You know.
Too.
I am not interested by anything they're currently showing at Gamescom right now.
Did you ever you know that Deep Silver thing that I sent you a while ago?
Yes.
Did you ever go into it?
I actually haven't, no.
Okay. They're showing off. I don't even know if I can say this. They're showing off.
Yeah, I was gonna say, careful.
Never mind.
Just be on the safe side.
Be on the safe side. From that point, did you see Saints Row yesterday?
I didn't. I actually didn't catch up much of it at Gamescom yesterday. I only saw the 2 days ago. I was interested in Age of Empires 4. They didn't really show much there. But I like what we saw with the new State of Decay 2 update, because I still haven't played that game and I got it for free. Because, you know, free DLC. Nice. I've heard there's mixed reactions with Saints Row though.
Apparently, they didn't really show off that much gameplay, so.
Yeah, you can't really impress anyone if you don't show gameplay if it's all cinematic. You can get hype, but you can't really get, you know.
Yeah, right.
You can't really get approval from your fans if you don't actually show the game.
Which is like a lot of people had problems with that.
Oh, okay, hologram. Thank you for the nice comment. Frenchman bullies me again. We only know 3 factions in the city that we can align ourselves with. I wonder if you can refuse all the factions. You know, I always wanted this ever since hearing about the choice system. If anyone's played Fallout New Vegas, I'm sure other games have done this as well, but like Fallout New Vegas, you choose like an independent. You could choose to basically refuse to go through the other main factions quest lines and choose your independent one yourself, where you can, you know, approve or disapprove of each individual faction you want and kind of take over and be the independent leader yourself in the end. So I always kind of wanted sort of something like that in Dying Light 2. They haven't really talked about that at all. If it is a
Well,
thing, it's
they-
probably not a thing though.
They did say that you're forced to pick a faction.
Yeah,
So they say you can't go like the lone survivor type of thing.
yeah.
So
And I wonder how locked in you'll be once you've chosen. Like, if you choose peacekeepers, can you do other stuff with the other factions
That's
as
the
well?
thing.
Like,
Like,
how,
yeah.
how much does it lock you in? Is it just like a couple of main things, but you can pretty much do whatever you want otherwise, or is it like really lock you in where like some even side missions and stuff get completely locked off? Who knows?
because like I don't know. I feel like with what they're promising, you'll have the freedom to kind of flip flop, but
Yeah.
you'll know which side you fall on as you play.
It kind of feels like it's a weird way of putting it, but it's kind of like you have you have the freedom to choose your own narrow path.
Right. Yeah.
Like, you do have a choice, but the choice you make will funnel things down for you ultimately. I hope that's not going to be too bad, because I'm like someone who wants to do 100% in everything, right? If I really enjoy it, and I guess with the new game plus system we can get around that, but it'd be nice to try and cover as many bases as I can in a playthrough that I have the game, and not be locked out of too many options just because of my choices.
That's the thing too. Like I wonder how it's gonna work in co-op.
I think they said that
Because,
the
like-
host chooses.
Right, but like, let's
Oh
say,
wait, yeah, hold on. If you complete like a side quest that's exclusive to peacekeepers,
that's what I'm saying. Like, what if me and
Do
you were
the other
playing,
co-op-
you're all peacekeeper and I'm all survivor, and like I do your quest, and
you get the bonus perks just because you're in my lobby. Yeah,
then
that's true.
and then if I go back to my world, does it lock me out of whatever reward I got because I didn't do that mission?
Yeah,
That's
I hope
that's
they've
like-
tested that.
That's that's like with co-op games, like what exactly Dying Light is doing. Like that's
Or
where it
perhaps-
gets icky.
Yeah. Perhaps you don't get reward, you only get like, XP and stuff like that. Maybe you don't get like the unique rewards. Maybe there's like a baseline sort of cash or whatever equivalent they have and XP reward, and then you get like the faction specific choice reward. And only the host gets that, for example.
That would be a good way to combat it.
Yeah. Because everyone still benefits, but the host benefits the most because it's their world and their choices.
Mhm.
Will DO2 have guaranteed scripted events regardless of what you put? I'm pretty sure, especially in the prologue. That's kind of how I'm imagining how it will go. Especially, I think Haycon in the beginning is kind of giving you the tutorial.
I
As you
think he's like
play
the
through that.
Raheem equivalent.
Yeah, and I think he's gonna. I'm pretty sure he's gonna die.
Oh, there's no way he makes it past like the first 2 hours.
Yeah.
There's no way. Especially because like he's like it's David Bell. They're obviously paying him
Yeah.
a good amount.
Just to kill him off.
Yeah, right. At least he made it past the trailer though. Unlike that one guy who got bonked.
Weapons that have bonus effects for using it with the class that you currently use. Oh yeah, like what, based on what you're wearing? Like outfit perks perhaps? Or are you talking about the faction maybe?
Well, it was kind of like hinted that there would be classes in this game.
Oh yeah, didn't they have like 4 of them or whatever like there were?
Yeah, with like it
On
was
that guy's t-shirt.
it's on the guy's t-shirt. Yeah. I don't know. I think I made that video and it really kicked off the conversation. Like it had melee, long range, healer, ninja?
Do you think those are the skill trees?
I don't know because it's like the descriptions were very tailored to what they were wearing. And I was in the Discord like talking and one of the devs was like, "Hey, I saw your video yesterday. Good job with investigating it." I'm like, "Oh, okay. Does that confirm it?"
Real. Someone said, Elle said earlier, gameplay-wise, I'm quite worried on the human combat looking sort of wonky, and that tic-tac animation looks unfinished. Hopefully they resolve it by the time the final product releases. Yeah, I don't like tic-tac does look wonky. I don't think it's a huge issue, to be honest. Like unless the whole game is jarring and wonky, if one or two things are still wonky on release, I'm perfectly fine with that as long as it doesn't bring down the whole game.
The thing too is like I see a lot of people keep calling it like that. It's like it looks a lot slowed down in like various parts.
It could also be that.
I also wonder like how upgraded is the character that we're watching.
That's true. I mean, you don't know because you know how they always show off gameplays in the most cinematic way possible rather than just raw gameplay.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
they always try to razzle dazzle it up all the time.
So I hope that today I've been seeing it in chat too. Hoping that we get like some sort of unscripted gameplay and kind of just see how it plays.
Yeah.
I think this is the
If they ever
highest
do
chance
some
that
sort
we
of
have.
Yeah, that's true. If they have to do some sort of like, you know, maybe a couple weeks or a month before release, they just do some sort of very like closed beta, because there's no way they're going to do an open beta, but like closed beta with like a select few journalists or whatever, and then they show their gameplay. You know, maybe we'll get a glimpse of what it actually looks like. But yeah, we can't really judge right now.
Well, we'll have a better idea after this.
Oh yeah. Also, L Point brings up a good point. Doom Eternal was a lot like that. We know how the game turned out, so
True.
crazy parts and everything.
Sometimes I wonder what this city looked like before all this.
There's double XP at night. I'm probably going to play mostly at night. Yeah, that's what confuses me about the Ultimate Edition, because in Dying Light 1 you get double XP at night, but in the Ultimate Edition and the Collector's Edition you get like a 2-hour XP. A 2-hour 2 times XP boost at night. So does that mean there's no double XP at night, or does that mean that you get a 2 times multiplier on top of your 2 times
That's a good
XP
point.
thing? So I wonder. Liking your own comment. Let's go.
Of course, like we're 4 likes away from 69. We gotta make
Yes.
it.
People stood against each other.
Tic Tac. What does
Tic-tac.
that mean? Well, okay.
Let me show you.
Well, yeah. You know what? I always I grew up in Australia. I don't know if you guys have this anywhere else, but I had Tic Tacs, like the little mint tiny things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every time when I first heard that, that's the first thing I thought of. Tic Tac.
Tic Tac is
Everyone
like
has that?
this
Okay.
little. Yeah, we have that. Tic Tac is like this little skill where they run up the wall.
The city holds. I need the city.
Right here, and he like hangs on the wall. It did a lot more harm than good in the original Dying Light. So
Tic Tac? Oh yeah.
I think
I
so.
think it's because it was very poorly communicated as to how it worked. Once you know how it works, it can be pretty simple, but it was very, very poorly communicated as to how it works. Oh yeah, you could just, you know, run up a wall and jump back, but like it's not as simple as that, and it's really weird how it works.
oh, it screwed me. It screwed me over more
Yeah.
times than it has helped me. How many likes did the giveaway video end at? That's a good question. Oh, let's take a look. Oh, look, I'm 1 sub away from 16,000.
I thought you were gonna say 69,000. I was gonna say nice.
Tic Tac is so good. All right, ban him. Get him out of here. The Ultimate Edition video ended at 414, and the why was Dying Light successful was 910. That's really good.
Fadians, Tic Tac is good when you know how to use it. It's just that it's probably the hardest skill to properly learn because they don't communicate how to do it properly. And it feels very unwieldy when you have no idea how it works. Once you do, it's a lot more straightforward. But I think it's because that it's like this all on the same button, the jump button, that like if you spam it, or if you're like a jump spammer when you climb up stuff and you accidentally Tic Tac and you automatically jump off it because you spamming jump, it screws you over.
Here, this is a wonderful clip that I ran into while playing.
Oh,
Tic Tac.
God.
Oh, let me see.
Wait, how do you...
What? What are you doing? Good day.
Wait, how do I get back? Oh. He just jumped off.
My God. It's the worst. I hate it. Oh, look, Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing it now.
It's the worst.
Oh wait, I remember you sharing this before.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
It's so bad. Alright.
That's true, Zan. Nothing was designed for Tic Tac. There was barely any surface that like needed it at all. Like the only time I actually use Tic Tac is for the Rise of the Phoenix bounty to climb up the building faster. That was it.
I have not given away the thing yet. It ends in about an hour from now.
Oh, you can also
all you have to
climb up
do
the
is join the
bridge, I
Discord.
guess,
It's
if you
at
wanted
that
to,
pinned
but-
comment up there. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe. We're 19 minutes away.
It reminds me, I think
19 minutes away.
this is going really far back. The second Assassin's Creed game, when you first play as Ezio, there's a skill where like you have to like manually jump up and grab something, and I think that really unlocked areas where you could go, like a couple towers that you couldn't climb, a couple areas you couldn't reach, because the space was too big. If they did something like that with Tic Tac in Dying Light 1, then
That'd be
it would
pretty
actually-
cool. I would
good.
like that.
because you know you can't go up the tower and have the skill unlocked. But they didn't have anything like that in Dying Light 1, especially since you have the grappling hook, so it was irrelevant anyway.
Was there? Oh. Let's look at the RTX. This right here. It looks pretty bad. That's because the bitrate just can't catch up with how YouTube is compressing the video. So it looks terrible sometimes. But when you upload the video properly, and in this case, when you upload the video into 4K on YouTube, it'll actually look like how it's going to look like when the game does come out.
True.
So this will give you a much better idea on how the game's actually going to look. Because when they upload it in 1080p, YouTube just compresses it so much. I've ran into so many difficulties with it on my own. I don't know if you have, Aussie. Like, depending on what you upload, YouTube will just compress the hell out of it.
Oh yeah, my live streams are pretty bad right now. I look at the playback bitrate. I'm on 5K bitrate, and it looks like I'm running at 480p, even though I'm 1080p 60 FPS. So when I upload, it's not as bad, mainly because the quality of my videos aren't top tier anyway. So I'm not uber focused on that kind of stuff. But yeah, on streaming it gets pretty bad for me on YouTube. Twitch is much better in that regard. Yeah, I can't. The differences between RTX off and on isn't enough for me to be like, wow, you know. I mean, RTX on obviously looks better, but it's not like. But the performance drops it's probably going to bring. I'm not going to have it on.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth it.
Especially streaming it as well. It's going to be like
not worth it.
the PC's like.
Do you think there'll be an RTX mode on next-gen consoles? I think they said yes. I know there's ray tracing. And I think it's because of the technology in the Xbox, it can run a little... They say it can run a little bit better. Yeah, this doesn't really warrant, like... I mean, it looks great.
Side thing. It's kind of like one of those side things. Like, yeah, this is cool for those who are able and willing to sort of, you know, have this thing implemented. Otherwise, the game still looks absolutely fine with RTX off. Got less than 15 minutes now.
15-minute countdown.
They were talking about Forza Horizon 5 there. Now they're talking about a right now. Why were they showing Godzilla versus King Kong for a second? I'm so confused.
They were just showing off like movies. It was so weird. Hopefully you can enter these type of buildings being shown. Yeah.
Oh no, IGN's self-advertising now. That's what they're doing. I mean, I guess they're hosting it, so.
True.
Self-plug.
They're just showcasing their reviews.
Yeah. What game is chat wanting to see at Gamescom, apart from Dying Light 2, of course? Unless they've already seen it.
It's a good question. What game are you guys excited for that's not Dying Light 2?
Nothing.
Halo looks good. Far Cry 6. Oh, Far Cry 6. Did you see Far Cry? Did you see anything shown off from Ubisoft yesterday?
I haven't. I've
Okay.
seen past Far Cry 6 stuff, but nothing new from yesterday, no.
I don't know what it is, but Ubisoft's character models look like stinky poo-poo now.
They kind of always have, I feel like. They have this
But,
weird,
like-
jarring sensation to it.
But like this time, it just looks off.
Someone
Like
said,
they don't look
paid-
real.
I feel like, what's the term called? Uncanny Valley, right? Yeah. I feel like the more they go into like mocap and stuff, graphical fidelity, but like they look very wooden with the.
Yeah, it looks.
I feel like they have the. I feel like they're running on tech that's like 5 or 6 years old when it comes to these mocaps that they're pulling off here, because they could easily do really good standardized sort of mocap and facial cap stuff that we've seen in other games. Like Last of Us is a really good example. As much as whatever you think of the story or whatever, like technically the game is fantastic, but like on a technical level, and then you see Far Cry 6 and you see their mocap and facial caps, like Jesus, like I don't know, it's high budget but it looks wooden.
The other game, Riders Republic, is like that skiing, snowboarding, bike game.
Oh yeah,
by
that looks
Ubisoft.
fun.
It looks fun, but like, it looks just like the Far Cry, like the wooden characters.
Yeah, I mean, but at least with this, you don't play for the wooden. You don't play for the characters.
Yeah, no,
you just play for the
you don't
gameplay.
play. You
So
play
it's not
for-
as important. Whereas Far Cry, they've emphasized themselves. It's all about like a a character story with a really good villain.
You just play for mindless fun, where like with Far Cry, you're kind of looking for a little bit more. Let's see.
Also, let's look at other games. So GTA 6, Jurassic World Evolution 2. Is that a thing? Oh yeah, I think it was actually. Mainly scoping for indie games. Is Battlefield being shown? I don't think so. They've already kind of put a thing. Someone said XCOM 3. Has there been any word on that? 2 was really good, and they had all this free content with it, like War of the Chosen.
You can watch
Payday
the
3
trial pad,
as well.
Ubisoft downgrade videos. Yeah, no, they downgrade their videos, or they downgrade their games so much. It's bad.
Yeah.
This was the example I wanted to use a while ago when we were talking about the grappling hook. This is how Uncharted did it. Basically, as you get closer, you'll just see like a little marker.
You could see the little white rope thing there that you're
Yeah.
meant to sort of grapple to.
So it doesn't look like they have that white rope sort of thing in Dying Light 2, but they might have something like a button notifying you.
Yeah. There's going to be so many deaths from people thinking they can grapple somewhere and they can't, and they just fall to their deaths. I'm calling it here. Like, there's no... Unless we get a really clear understanding of how the grapple works from the get-go, there are going to be so many accidental deaths now.
I know, right?
Also because the game's so vertical now, too. But also, I just realized, unless there's like a limited use of the parachute thing, there's not going to be really any hazard from falling to your death, because you could just open it up if you like fall and actually do something.
That's true.
Yeah, you probably have a limited number of uses because you cut and everything. I hope. Otherwise, that'll be really weird if you could just like instantaneously pack it after using it up again.
Honestly, it's probably gonna be like that.
Someone said Warhammer 40k Dark Tide. Yeah, that's something I'm actually looking forward to as well. As someone who loves Warhammer 40k, I don't know if anyone else knows about it.
We are 9 minutes away. 9 minutes away. You think it's gonna go right into Dying Light, or is it gonna be its own event?
They did say it was 8 o'clock, so... And I think, you know, considering the games that will be showing among it, I think that Techland are one of the big boys at this event, so they're probably going to show up right at the moment at 8 o'clock, or, yeah, in 10 minutes' time. Dead Island 2.
Rest in peace, Dead Island 2. Epic Game Store exclusive.
Stalker 2. Oh yeah, Stalker 2. I actually haven't played the first Stalker games yet. I actually bought them, but I'm excited for that. I want to play the first ones though, before going into 2 before that releases.
CEO Chupanor, born in 1964.
Wait, has anyone actually played Call of Juarez? Because that was Techland's previous game before Dead Island. Were they any good? It was like a Western.
Like 13.
Really? Was
Yeah.
it nice?
Well, I think I just stopped playing it to play Call of Duty.
Oh wow.
My 13-year-old brain wanted to play Call of Duty instead. Apparently, you can pre-order Dead Island 2. Yeah. They played it. They were good. Did they ever have multiplayer? I think the third one had multiplayer.
There's co-op. I'm not sure about PvP though. I only know this because I looked at the speedrun leaderboards for it, and there's a co-op section. What's this they're showing off right now? Anyway, it looks like a. I don't know. Like
It's
a.
called Off Planet, or no?
I
No, that way.
think that's the location of playing it.
Yeah.
I have no idea what this is.
Episode 3 goes live in.
Someone
7
said
minutes.
real-time XCOM. Nice. Actually, that was what was it? XCOM Declassified. That was the third-person shooter I actually played. That was nice. It didn't really feel XCOM-y outside of like, you know, the lore and enemies, but it was nice. I liked it.
I'm gonna fix my camera. I left my glasses out. My dog got them. Chewed them to shreds.
Oh, the
Completely,
lens is still good?
completely destroyed.
Wait, so are you wearing new ones now? Or are you wearing your old
With my old
destroyed
pair.
ones? Oh no. You can still see well in them though?
It was the same prescription. It's just these are black. The new ones I got were clear.
Oh, okay.
The clear ones are just. It's bad.
Just give them to Danny. He'll fix them for you.
Danny.
his powers.
Wait,
Yeah, Bob Robert.
I gotta put the hat on him. Hold on.
Oh my god, yeah, nice. Also, Bob Robert, yeah, I mean, I agree with you. It makes sense. XCOM has always been like that. It's not really XCOM, but at the same time, I kind of like it for its own thing. It was fun when I played it, so. Isn't Gamescom in Germany? Yeah, but this is all online now, so it's probably not hosted in Germany now. Oh, I thought you were going to put the hat on Danny. I was really confused. I thought you were going to put the hat on Danny.
I am gonna put it on Danny. I just wanted to.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to ask this question too. Like Levi asked this as well. How does one get a life-size Danny DeVito cardboard cutout?
Amazon, $60.
That's pretty good for what it was, to be honest.
Hey, Justin
Justin
J. Aussie GG, my main man.
Wait. Why are you complimenting me? You're watching Ernie, my man.
Rip.
On behalf of Ernie Zombies, I thank you. No one talks about Chrome series by Techline. I've never heard of that.
But thank you for the $3 donation. Much appreciated. Yeah. Also, I heard you don't like Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, controversial take. I've never really been a fan of Spider-Man, the hero as a whole. I still watch the movies. I still find them reasonably enjoyable, but I've never really found them super cool or entertaining or anything.
Why do you hate me?
You're Spider-Man. You just reveal your
I'm
identity, mate.
Spider-Man. That's me in the trailer.
Someone asked me if we're gonna get spec requirements today. Probably not.
All right.
I mean, we might, but you know what? We might. If this is like well, actually, no. This is probably not going to be the last Dying to Know. Probably
think
going to
it'll be
get
one more.
the spec requirements. Yeah, probably the next one. Like whatever the last Dying to Know thing is, we'll probably get the spec requirements then. God, they spent a lot of time on this game. Oh yeah, and Doge confirmed it's called Off Planet.
It's called Off Planet. Hey, Iker, thank you for the $2 donation. Hi, just donate again like usual. Thank you so much. You donate way too much on this channel. I do appreciate it. All right, I'm gonna mute for 1 minute, Aussie. I'll be right back.
All right, I'll entertain chat in the meantime with my level 1 charisma.
All right, everybody.
You
3
love
minutes
Hellraid?
away.
No, Hellraid's fine, but it's like I feel like Hellraid's not that really that repeatable.
I got a deafen. He's not gonna
Unlike
know.
the other.
Real quick, we're gonna start in 2 minutes. Thank you all for tuning in. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, do all that fancy stuff. There's a pinned comment up there. It's great. You can join the Discord, do that. Episode will start in 2 minutes. I'm going to go and spam my Discord saying that we're gonna start. So thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like, we're at 420 likes. Nice. Jason J, thank you so
much. Of all
much.
the big Marvel and DC heroes, he's the only one I can think of who's like a student. He is painfully American. Who is my favorite superhero? When I was a kid, it used to be Superman, as generic as it is.
Wow.
I'm more of a DC guy, so I'm like Batman, Superman, stuff like
okay,
that.
that understands. I understand now.
I like Marvel still, but I'm more of a DC person. Joker hero. I'll probably still say Superman, although I really appreciate someone who is highly skilled and intelligent and doesn't rely on abilities. So I think that's where the appeal of Batman comes in, and that definitely works for me as well.
Me IRL.
Yeah, I'm just too good. Exactly. I'm rich and I have gadgets. I'm so dude. He's so relatable to me. Sigma grind set.
All right. It is now 2 p.m.
It's my opinion on Nightwing. He's the OG Robin, so he's cool in my book, I guess. I don't really look too much into it though.
You're about to ping 14+100 people. Are you sure? Absolutely.
Absolutely. Oh, you're gonna reveal the winner on stream, right? Wait, no.
The giveaway ends. The bot does all of it, so.
Okay. I just realized it's already time.
It's time. That was an hour.
Someone in chat on the actual on IGN stream said Dying Light 2 and then praying hands over and over again.
Literally,
a lot of people are actually saying Dying Light 2.
The Twitch chat is just Dying Light 2.
Wait, yeah, a lot of people are actually hyped for Dying Light 2. Let's go.
The players all over the world.
It's time for Dying Light 2.
Very cool. The game's looking very exciting. Thank you so much for stopping by the Gamescom studio.
All right.
We are going to take a quick break, but be sure to stay tuned as we'll be back with more interviews and even more gaming coverage right here on IGN Live at Gamescom 2021.
Spider-Man versus Green Goblin. What?
Is this going to trigger you?
My name is Rory Powers, and I work at RKG, but I used to work at as a video producer. Now, my favorite
speaking of the new Spider-Man trailer
from 2015.
Yes.
Wait, that Nazgul, not the Nazgul. What is him? Witch King of Angmar cosplay? That was cool.
CEO entrepreneur, born in 1964.
What the fuck is that Green Goblin?
Playing as the Green Goblin. Now, these two cosplayers had never met each other before, but what ensued was the most incredible improvised
How's the audio,
cosplay
chat?
fight scene
Need to be
you
louder?
have
Is it
ever
good?
witnessed.
Can you hear Aussie fine?
Only at Gamescom is that possible.
I promise I'll shut up when Dying to Know plays, chat.
Oh, Spider-Man Far From Home leaked footage.
Yeah. I actually have seen some of
Founded in
it. Well, not footage, but
2018,
like
Game
images.
Bonfire is the leading Chinese gaming
I'm surprised
outlet
so much
dedicated to
that was
bringing
crazy.
up-to-the-minute news to Chinese gamers all around the world.
Someone
Let's
just
find
went
out how.
wrote in chat, Mr. Stark.
篝火营地是中国领先的游戏媒体，
And I
创立于
got
Hello
2008
Doom, how's it
Chinese,
致力
going?
于为全世界的中文游戏玩家提供专业、精准、迅速的资讯情报。篝火营地立
Delay between Discord and YouTube is normal. Yeah, I think, yeah. Even on like the lowest latency, you'll still get like 3 to 5 second delay
Yeah,
between
you
the
can't
stream.
beat that.
第一时间带给
Yeah.
全球中文游戏玩家。
Hey Doom, how's it going?
篝
I
火
saw
营
your
地在
comment on the
全网的
Spider-Man
内容浏览
trailer.
已经超过
It
50
had like a
服务了
crap
200
ton of
万的玩
upvotes.
家。我们的愿景是做游戏文化传播者。您可以在全球各大手机应用市场下载篝火营地 APP， 或者访问
Do I like Lord of the Rings? Of course, my man.
gamebonfire.com 来加入游戏传播者的行列。
There's a lack of dying to know.
Gamescom partner feature.
No, never mind.
The first trailer for Marvel's Midnight Suns, the new tactical
Every time I'm about to
RPG
say
from
something new, I'm
Firaxis
like,
on the
pause
studio
jumping, it's like, oh,
across
no, never
XCOM
mind.
Enemy Unknown just dropped, and based off of the game's title and the trailer, Marvel's Midnight Suns is set in the darker side of the Marvel Universe, looking to put you face to face against demonic forces of the underworld as
Taj,
you team
I
up
play
and live
Shadow of
among
War.
the Midnight Suns, Earth's last line of
On,
defense.
I have not played
Presented
it
was
by
it
Marvel's
Nemesis
Midnight Suns.
difficulty? That was a grind and a
Joining me
half.
today is
I like
creative
it though.
director at Firaxis, Jake Solomon, who will hopefully get me up to speed on when and where in the vast Marvel universe
God,
this
Marvel's
takes
such a
place,
fucking
what's at
huge
stake, and
powerhouse of
most
the
importantly,
franchise now,
who
isn't
is
it?
involved. Jake, set the stage for
Yeah,
us.
their
What is happening in
wonderful
this
hit game,
Does
Marvel
Midnight
Avengers.
Suns exist in the same
Oh
universe
yeah,
as any other
that
part
was
of Marvel? Just give me the
oh
whole
no
spiel.
no
What's
no
going
no
on?
no.
The Marvel Universe is amazing, obviously. It's been a dream to...
Oh yeah, Gravewalker, you unlocked that after beating the game, right? I only played the game through once, Fire. Maybe that's like a post-release difficulty, because Nemesis was the hardest available for me at the time.
Are you watching on YouTube or Twitch?
I'm watching on YouTube.
Okay. Just want to make sure we're at the same one.
That guy's face on the left, he's staring into my fucking soul. Holy shit. Do you see it?
So that's kind of...
Oh my god.
We're going to be telling a story that people haven't heard for a very long time with characters that are probably new to us.
So you've got the better part of a century worth of Marvel lore to pull from. What titles and runs did you look to most?
Is he the guy who did all those skits say, hey, you want to listen to some tunes, and he chucks the tape into like the player at the back? He looks almost like him.
You've got your characters like Iron Man and Captain America and Captain Marvel and Wolverine. But we also really wanted to feature characters that, for us, we wanted to introduce players to them, and so
pull from what titles and runs?
One of the very first comic book events that I
GameSpot out here trolling me with these titles. My God.
Another like classic supernatural story in the Marvel.
GameSpot has
character named Magic.
Their title right now, Dying Light 2 Parkour Gameplay Breakdown, Dying to Know Episode 3.
Yeah. Oh my god. So yeah, Angry Video Gamer. I just forgot the name of the guy. Yeah.
So we have
oh, okay, fine. That makes sense.
As well. And so that's again another character that some players may not know.
Do you think they're saving Dying Light 2 for the end of Gamescom?
I mean, like,
and I can't believe I'm saying this. Do people not know who
the thing is, like, Dying to Know is it's gonna be like 20 to 30 minutes long if it's like the other episodes.
Everybody knows Blade. He's the he's the guy who said the thing about ice skating.
Wait, they showed Blade. Blade looked cool there.
Right, which I won't repeat here.
No,
oh, he's thought Blade was one of the coolest.
Now, speaking of which, can you tell us a little bit about what it's been like working with Marvel?
I don't know. I just kind of like one of those sort of half-human or vampire hybrids who are hunters of stuff. What if it starts in 55 minutes? You just get trolled as an hour later, yeah.
And what happened was that Marvel actually reached out to us because
you can already watch Dying to Know through tech. Really? I'm logging in now. Hold on.
Oh wait, you can.
Wow.
I have it.
Should we watch it live or should we watch it?
I don't know.
Specific feedback for me about the finale of the XCOM.
I'm going and commenting first though.
Chimed in and they had all this There are
Look at
different
that.
experiences they
Yeah,
want
no,
to
I'm.
share,
Yeah,
so
no,
that
they
was
have it on
really
here.
Exciting for me because that meant
We
that
can watch it
more
right now. I don't know.
games
Should
to
we
I think it's
wait?
because
So
they
we
released
gotta
at
really
8 o'clock
combine our
on their
gameplay experience with
on their thing, right?
narrative
And
of
then,
all
oh
these
my god.
characters and their stories that millions of people around the world
Maybe
love.
we'll give it
So
like 5 minutes.
Midnight Suns has the first
Actually, I don't even
customizable
know.
original character.
I
in the
don't know
form
if we
of
can
Hunter.
do this.
Can you tell us a little bit about who we are playing as and how they?
Should we just
fit
wait for the
Marvel
stream?
Universe?
Might as well.
Yeah.
Key for us to
We'll wait for the
tell a
stream.
new
We'll keep the
story. We
anticipation
wanted to
building.
Yeah, it's
build a place that we
unlisted.
think a
It's
lot of
unli-
Yeah,
yeah.
I can see
seen
it.
before in the Marvel Universe. And a big part of that for us was not telling a story about any particular character. You're not Iron
That's
Man
funny.
in this game. You're not Blade. You control these characters. But instead,
It
we
almost
wanted
started
you to
playing.
put yourself into the game, and we did that by creating the Hunter, which is an all-new superhero that we designed with Marvel, which is completely customizable. in
Everyone's
terms of
saying
how they
watch.
look, in terms of how they play, which lets the player feel like
Yeah, I'm
they're
watching
in
it.
the story.
Oh no,
Lets
everyone's
them
saying
feel like
watch
they're
now.
experiencing this kind of firsthand. And so
Yeah.
they are the child of this.
It's hard to
ultimate
sync us. I
evil
guess I'll
thing
if we're
with
watching, I'll watch
another
on your
team.
end.
They're an old character, but for a lot of players, it's going to be new.
Look,
And
look,
so
we
have
can
this
watch it now,
relationship
and then if they
between
starts
this
live, then I'll just
ultimate
let you
evil
know.
and the Hunter, which is this new hero
How about
we
that?
created, which kind of lets the player.
You can watch it now, and if
feel in the
if they
story.
start actually showing it live, you could just
Was
switch
there
to
a
the live
specific
show of it.
character in Midnight Suns who you can talk about right now, aside from
here.
Blade?
It's up
who
to you,
you're most
mate. It's up to you,
excited
mate.
to
We'll pull it.
Uh,
We'll
flesh
pull
out
it.
in your own
We'll poll it. Well,
space?
I mean, I think we already know the
I'm
answer to
excited
the
about
poll
it.
now.
Fantasies, I think that you're a fan of Marvel. You love to
Stalling,
fight
stalling.
alongside heroes, and a lot of games have
This is
done
what I
that
like to
before.
call building
But
anticipation.
from the very beginning, we were more excited about this
There.
fantasy.
All right.
Well, what's it like to live alongside?
Answer the poll.
When you
We're
read the
watching
comics,
now
when
or
you
are we
watch the
waiting?
movies, I think that that's as exciting to see how they interact with each other.
I'll
You
stop.
can interact with them, choosing who you want to build relationships with. We have this really large cast of characters, 12 heroes in addition.
have
to
the
Hunter.
link.
So the player has to make choices about, okay, which hero do I build a relationship with? And of course, you get all kinds of gameplay benefits and cosmetic benefits. But it's really very narrative, where you say, okay, I'm going to be best friends with these characters. And so for me, I really like
No,
Magic.
looking like
I think
75%
that the
want us
way
to
that we're
watch it
doing some
now.
characters like Dr. Strange,
Well, you
Red
know what?
Giant, you know,
We don't
so
have
you'll
to
be
listen
up
to the
different
poll.
players, what characters you love that you know,
This is
and
not a
then
democracy.
you can draw into these new characters that we're introducing, like Robbie Reyes, the new
Yeah,
Ghost
go for it,
Rider,
mate. It's up to you.
Nico,
It really is
Magic,
up to you.
think
I don't mind.
It's just fun every time you
All right,
play,
friends.
you know, you
We'll
kinda
watch.
find
Everyone's so
yourself.
impatient now. I mean, we're gonna get it anyway, and then
Awesome.
we're
So
gonna
whether
be
you're a
having
fan
to
of the
wait like
comics or a
another
fan of
month
the
and a
movies,
half,
this
2
is,
months for the
this
next
is a new,
episode. So
you know, untested territory entirely, and there's some surprises waiting. In
okay,
store.
I'll watch
Now,
it on
you
your
mentioned
end.
Runaways, you mentioned Inferno. Are there any other
Like
Marvel
through your
comics
stream.
that fans should maybe read to get up to speed with Midnight Suns?
Well, what if you share screen in
the
your
original
Discord
I
thing?
don't-
Can you do
I
that?
mean, it is when you get in there. It's
You
dark,
can't
and it is
do
heavy,
it
and
in
is
the
all
live
90s.
streaming thing.
The original run,
Oh, that's a shame.
1991, which
I mean, we can just
Max,
sync
you
it
were a
up,
child
go at the
for. I'm
same
not even
time.
sure you were born then. There was lots of flowing hair. You know, there were lots of motorcycles. So I
Alright,
would
yeah.
recommend if you really want to
Alright.
learn about this, then read that original.
It's been
Spirits of
decided.
Vengeance run and Ghost
270
Rider, and the
people
Rise
have
of the
decided that
Midnight
we'll watch it.
Suns.
We'll watch
Yeah,
it.
see, I've even got it.
We'll wait
Alright.
to see after this section.
I
If it's
own-
not
I
after
have
this
mine
section,
are
Yeah.
recorded
then
and packed, but
we'll
yes,
watch
we
it.
have
It's
Okay.
19 minutes
classic
long.
Spirits of
19
Vengeance
minutes
Ghost
long,
Rider run
so-
from 1991. So if you're really
Chat,
deep,
wait.
you can go in
Chat,
that one,
wait.
but I'm just saying, you know,
My hands are up.
beware.
Just wait,
There's
chat.
there's some dark
Watch.
Jake, thank you so much for joining me. Marvel's Midnight Suns is scheduled to release in March 2022.
Alright, if it's not
across
the next
PC,
one.
PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. Till then, make mine Marvel, and for all things Marvel, be it games, comics, movies, and so on, you are already in the right place. IGN. Enough said.
Oh no, we know it's the next one.
Fans of zombies, Parkour,
Oh, okay, look at that. Look, guys, you just had to wait a little
See,
bit.
you just had to wait, what, 2 minutes, that's it.
If you'll forgive the pun, dying to get their hands on Dying Light 2. Finally on
Oh, the
track
chat's
for a
going
holiday
crazy.
release, and to hold you over until then, here is a full breakdown with tons of brand new
Look
info.
at that. We just
All
had to
right.
wait.
Take a look.
We just had to wait a couple seconds.
Timon, my man.
Let's go.
Hi everyone, my name is Timon Smektawa and I'm the lead game designer at Techland. Welcome to the Gamescom edition of Dying to Know. You can watch the previous episodes of the show on our YouTube channel. They reveal many details about the game and showcase unique gameplay videos, so if you still haven't seen them, you know what to do. Last time we showed you the monsters, our special infected enemies, so today let's talk about how to fight them. And not only them, but also the other big threats you will encounter in the world of Dying Light 2, which are us, humans. Unfortunately, humans tend to be the most cruel and brutal species out there, especially during an apocalypse. Before we talk about fighting, let's start with the basics. How do you move around the city? If you watched our previous episodes, you know that a large portion of the city's population has changed into monsters, roaming the streets. That's why it's extremely difficult to move around, unless you can run, climb, brawl, swing and jump, as the best option to explore the world of Dying Light 2 is parkour. Let's talk about it with my first guest, Kacper Kowalczuk, senior game programmer. Kacper, you are in a team directly responsible for creating parkour movement in Dying Light 2. So, what can you tell the Gamescom viewers about it?
Well, we're really excited for the players to see what we've prepared for them. They will finally feel this amazing freedom of movement in a city built to support parkour from the ground up. Even the highest building is not an obstacle anymore, but a parkour tool to help you get higher. Even those familiar with Dying Light 1 will be pleasantly surprised, because we took all that we learned from parkour in DL1 and built everything from scratch. It's a more challenging way than to simply upgrade it, but it's more rewarding as well.
Okay, but from my perspective, and I think your perspective as well, creating a realistic movement in an FPP game is very difficult. Weird. And we have spent a lot of time and resources to make it physical and exciting at the same time. So how do you feel about it, Kacper?
We really wanted to improve players' perception of their avatar's body and of what happens to it during parkour. The animators had their hands full, but it definitely makes you feel like a real traceur, which is a person who professionally does parkour. It's all thanks to dozens or even hundreds of new animations. It's especially visible with ropes, pipelines, monkey bars, etc.
Monkey.
With the increased number of animations, players can almost physically feel each movement while climbing the buildings. It gives them a realistic parkour experience and is also surprisingly simple to master, even for beginners. The city allows players to traverse it effectively as soon as they get there, and their mobility increases more as they learn new skills. There comes a time when players start noticing synergies between movements, and that's when the real fun begins. You literally feel like flowing through the environment. They also find out that the city itself helps them with parkouring, and what might have seemed an obstacle at the beginning becomes an asset once they learn how to use it.
Okay, but parkour can be more than just a way to traverse the city. In Dying Light 2, it's quite handy in combat too.
Yes. For example, I could stun my opponent with a powerful blow, then use elements of parkour to rebound from him and kick another one. He's also stunned now, so I can rebound from him too. By combining parkour and combat, a skillful player can wreak havoc on both humans and the infected.
Run across 12 people just jump kicking.
Well, that sounds amazing. So, Kacper, thank you for joining us, and thank you for explaining us how the game's parkour system works. And I believe you, the same as I, just can't wait for people to see it in action themselves.
Definitely.
So thank you once again. Take care.
Was that a one-handed weapon that he had?
So let's talk more about how you can use parkour not only for traversal, but also for combat. And speaking of combat, my next guest is Matt Courtois,
someone who's not
lead
Polish.
technical gameplay animator. Matt, ça va?
Ça va, merci.
Thanks for joining us. I would like to start with something that was quite difficult for us, if you remember, at the very beginning of the project. How to present melee combat in first-person perspective.
Oh, I remember. You actually just said, creating satisfying melee combat from a first-person perspective, that's a real challenge. That's why we spent many weeks iterating it, improving it, until we got the right feeling. We feel we have created something special, and we're very excited to discover how players will react to it.
So what do you think will excite them the most?
I guess, we've worked very hard for our combat to be visceral. So we created many exciting and immersive elements, such as what we call progressive hit reactions. So it's basically consecutive hits on enemies will enhance their reactions. They will react differently based on the weapon category you're using, based on the body parts you're targeting. So you can stun them, you can trip them over, you can cut off their limbs, which might sound pretty terrible.
But it's also cool, right?
And it's also very useful and you know, glory.
I love this set
the
so much.
direction of
It
your
looks so
swings
good.
also matters, and so does your position relative to theirs. We worked also with the professional stuntmen to record more special, more spectacular hit reactions.
Wait, that drop hit looks
was
really good.
mostly for parkour combat, but also generally speaking to highlight players' power and to convey as much satisfaction as possible.
And I think it's safe to say that immersion is very important in the world of Dying Light 2. It's post-apocalypse, so it's very brutal and very demanding.
Someone just said, what is
So
that
to
Chinese
survive,
guy
you
talking
really need to step up your game. So, I don't know, maybe you have some tips for the players, maybe you think there's something they should focus on?
My best advice would be to be creative in combat. So like you just mentioned with Casper, in Dying Light 2, parkour and combat are very connected. They're even intertwined, right? Allowing players to combine one with the other very easily, very smoothly. So technically, you can use the environment in combat, of course, as in kicking an enemy right after a wall run, or even you can use the enemy to get somewhere you like. So you would just vault over them, trigger a double jump to get higher, maybe somewhere you had
and he looked like he smashed
before.
with a one-handed
But if you
weapon.
want, you can also just land back down,
It looked like a bat rather
trigger
than like
a
a
very powerful attack. It's
double-handed
completely up to you.
axe
Your
or
options
sledgehammer.
are almost endless. That's what we call creative combat. And to me, that would be the best weapon.
Okay, so that's an awesome hint, and thank you for that, and thank you for sharing all of the details, and thank you for joining us. We have used over 3,000 animations of jumps, grips, and other parkour moves to create a few dozen skills that can be mixed and combined, so every player can find her or his own way to survive in the city. In a minute, you will see that in our new gameplay trailer. But first...
Oh my god,
Today,
Techland
on
GG. Let's go.
techlandgg.com, we have another gift for you.
Never heard of
For
it.
those who are already exploring the Dying Light universe in the first game, we have a unique item, the Brilliant Hammer, a weapon from Dying Light 2, which you can use in Dying Light 1. Go to techlandgg and grab it. And if you don't feel like fighting right now, you can get some free posters, wallpapers, or even Aiden's special outfit. As you can see, it's worth to visit techlandgg.com, but not at this very moment, because now it's time to watch our new gameplay trailer. Here it is.
Timon speaking to me.
Sometimes I wonder what this city looked like before all this. Probably like many others. People had their ambitions, plans, lives. Now it's all gone. The virus started it.
Just the same thing.
But it was the people who made the world the way it is. This city, Villador. They tell me they had a vision. They had hope.
It is.
But soon,
Is this the same
Yeah, it
trailer?
is.
It's the same trailer.
It looks exactly the same so far.
It's the same trailer. Oh shit.
instead of fighting together,
Yeah, it's exactly
people
it.
stood against each other. War broke out.
Was it a little bird? Met a broken leg?
Hope died.
Brother Shad can be pissed off.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey, at least we can hear the kick-ass soundtrack again when it kicks in. Hold on.
We absorb their strength.
But I can't let that happen.
Oh, there we go.
At least, not yet. I need the secrets the city holds.
Dude, those beats are so good.
Hey! Still some rats here.
I have to pick a side.
The bazaar needs good people.
Someone just said these guys are fully vaccinated. Oh my god.
I have to make a difference.
Let's check and see.
I can already tell you the Discord is gonna get really pissed off about this.
Someone in the Discord already said the trailer
They say
catfished
that
me.
great change is a series of small gestures. How about this series? Is all hope really gone? We'll see about that.
The trailer presented quite a few new tools of destruction that you will soon get to use in Dying Light 2. So now, let's talk with the people that are actually making them. Marek Musiał, lead 3D weapon artist. Hi. And Szymon Sztral,
Someone just said, is this the Last of Us?
weapons
Okay,
team. Hello. The first question, maybe to Marek, is, Marek, can you explain how we as a team have approached the process of creating weapons of Dying Light 2?
Yes, we wanted the weapons to be credible. It's been a long time since the apocalypse and everything of value has already been looted. There aren't any stores to buy a new weapon, so you need to build your equipment from what you find. That's why we had to design dozens of unique weapons practically from scratch.
And actually, that was our design pillar, the modern Dark Ages.
Absolutely. Modern Dark Ages is this concept of fallen civilization that moved back people nearly to the Middle Ages. So there are no laws, no rules, no technologies. That's why our weapons, we try to create them in a most deadly and violent way.
And working with that concept, where did you get the inspirations from?
Well, citizens of Villedor, they could only use stuff they found in the world. So we thought we should do exactly the same. We scavenge. So mostly we've been looking for our inspiration in stores selling agricultural, construction, military tools.
But also at places like junkyards.
Actually, that's true. So right now we've got nearly 200 of them in-game. And even though some of them may look very simple, we've got also quite the opposite, like, I don't know, semi-automatic crossbow.
I will love this one. And our weapons are very diverse visually. Each one has a unique design and history. Just by looking at the weapon, you can tell where the maker found the parts. At a military base, a museum, a repair garage.
Exactly. It's exactly like that in the game. When you pick the weapon, you instantly realize if it was cobbled together in a street or maybe made by factions where they have access to welding and steel cutting equipment.
Yeah, and don't forget about the mods. Because in Dying Light 2 Stay Human world, if you want to beat your opponent with highly effective weapon, first of all, you need to find a basic version of that weapon and then slowly build it up. That's what we call modding. We've got many types of mods,
that
like
quote
defensive
out of
ones,
context is so
let's say
good.
improving quality of your handle, or
Right.
offensive ones, like improving the
That's what
tip
we call
or the blade
modding.
itself. So I don't think that right now we would have time to talk in details about that.
can't
But
wait for the
in
memes.
December, you'll all be able to add an effect to your favorite weapons, such as fire, freeze, electricity.
Shimon, let's stop here. Let's leave something for the players to discover. So let's end here.
The idea,
Guys,
though, the
thank
concept's
you for
actually really
joining
good,
me.
though.
Before I talk with my last guest, I would like to invite you to participate in
what
our
now?
UGC
Oh,
contest.
the
Especially
art,
you,
writing,
Gamescom viewers, we are
cosplay, right?
waiting for your submissions. And if you are
Yeah,
thinking about competing in the
cosplay and
cosplay
art?
category, you will want to hear this one. Let me present to you the grand jury that will be choosing the best cosplays of the Dying Light 2 characters. Welcome, Irina Meyer, Lightning Cosplay, Narga and Aoki, and
Wouldn't it be better for them to
and of
participate
course,
rather than
fingers
judge?
crossed for you, our community. Let
I mean, I
the
guess
best
if you got
cosplay
ones in the
win.
industry know what they're doing, I
Check
guess
our
they're the best
website
kind of
for
judges you
more
would
details.
get, you know?
My last guest will explain how the city itself affects combat and movement. Michał Dudziak, game designer, hello, and Adam Michałowski, senior game programmer.
Hi, Timon.
Gentlemen, there's this saying that when you really want to achieve something, the whole world aligns to help you. And basically, that's what is happening in Dying Light to Stay Human.
Exactly. Based on the player choices, the world is literally changing and helping you to achieve your goals in combat or exploration. For example, the gameplay will be totally different depending on which factions you support, the survivors or the peacekeepers.
Okay, but can you give us more detail?
The differences between the factions define how each group can help us. For example, the survivors keep to the roofs and trying to avoid the danger on the ground. For building, they use mostly light materials like wood or scraps, and they can provide you a various amount of parkour helpers, such as amortizers, trampoline, or ziplines. This can change the way how we parkour through the city. On the other hand, we have peacekeepers, the post-military guys who literally keep their feet on the ground. And for building, they use totally different materials. Heavy objects, metal, or even an explosive.
That was a big platform.
And this can give you a new combat opportunities.
The switch like went through his
car
hand.
bombs, heavy traps.
Oh yeah,
or
no, I
even
see it
a new
now. Oh
type
my
of a
god.
ranged weapon.
Yeah, and what's important is that we don't need to remain loyal to just one faction.
So basically, survivors
The
is
city
all
is
about
divided into several
movement,
zones,
ease of
and it's-
movement, stuff
in
like
each of
that.
them, the players can decide with whom they want to
Peacekeepers
side.
is combat-based.
So while progressing through the
stuff.
storyline, you're able to shape the world to fit your vision and needs.
Okay, but we know already that humans are active during the day and monsters come out during the night. But let's reveal more. What are the other differences?
Well, monsters attack mostly in groups, and they instinctively take advantage of the numbers. So to defend yourself, you have to keep your head on a swivel. Monsters don't use special tactics, but it doesn't mean they are easy. They push forward, so you have to be clever to avoid getting cornered. And to win, you have to stay active, move a lot, and learn to abuse their unique weaknesses. And explosive traps might come in handy.
Yeah.
Okay, and what about humans?
They use increasingly more complex behaviors. As the game progresses, defeating human enemies and monsters will become more and more challenging. But unlike monsters, people cooperate. So while fighting them, we need to closely observe not only individuals,
I
but
love the
also
way
the whole
equipment
group.
looks in this game with the
And
Molotov
of course, there are
gun.
many more unique subtleties to both humans and monsters, but I think we should let the players discover them on their own.
Well, okay, that's a good idea. But all of that sounds very juicy.
Timon
so
said juicy.
Let's end here. Guys, thank you for joining me. That's almost all for today. You learned a lot about parkour and combat in Dying Light 2. We showed you that parkour is not just a tool for exploration, but also an important element of combat. You discovered some of the weapons that you will soon get to wield, and you saw how choosing a faction may support your parkour and combat skills. Before we end this episode, we have one more special announcement for you. Dying Light 1 is coming to Nintendo Switch. So yes, it's official now. Soon, you will be able
Looks
to
like
play
the leak
the
was real.
ultimate open world zombie game on a new platform. And we know that a lot of you are playing Dying Light. In June alone, the game was played by close to 2 million gamers. Big thanks to our community. You're awesome. Dying Light 1 for Nintendo Switch will be released in Platinum Edition. This is the most content-packed edition we have ever released. On a single playthrough, it contains over 100 hours of gameplay, not mentioning the time you can spend exploring the world
really wanna
with
know
your
how
friends
that
in co-op
runs.
mode. More details are coming soon. If you are hungry for more and you want to support us, why don't you pre-order the game to explore it on your own in just a few months? That's all for today. Thank you, Gamescom, and see you in the next episodes of Dying to Know.
I guess that confirms that there's more. It's good to know that it doesn't just end with episode 3. All right, gang, you know how we do it. A poll comes out. Tell me what you think on a scale of 1 to 3. 1 being bad, 2 being okay, 3 being great. How would you rate that episode?
In my opinion, if we didn't see what we saw you 2 days ago, then this would be great.
Yeah. I feel like they should have. They should have.
From what I really was interested in what they were talking about, though, mechanically. So I am biased toward, like for me, I'm biased towards gameplay and mechanics, and they really went in depth here. So I really liked it, but I understand why people don't like it because obviously the gameplay we've seen it before.
I feel like their small surprise. Oh wait, hold on. I've been on my bad mic this entire time. Wow. I feel like the small surprise should have been like the RTX that they showed off, not the gameplay.
Yeah.
And then the
just
gameplay
stick to the RTX instead of showing
to this.
Yeah.
I can see why
had
people
their
are gonna
ambitions.
not be happy with this.
The virus started it, but it was the people who made the world the way it is. This city, Villador.
Oh no.
I have to make a difference.
The DL server is exploding.
I figured. Let's see. I thought David Bell was gonna be in this episode.
Yeah, same.
Did I just
actually,
misinterpret it?
yeah. Oh, your thing's off. Your face cam.
Or no.
And he died. He died.
David Bell himself is coming here. Hold on. Hold on, gang. I gotta switch out batteries.
We'll see.
The trailer presented quite a few new tools of destruction that you will soon get to use in Dying Light 2. So now, let's talk with the people that are actually making them. Marek Musiał, lead 3D weapon artist. Hi. And Szymon Strauss, the producer of the weapons team. Hello.
Hold
the
on.
first question
We're having
maybe
technical
to Marek
difficulties.
is, Marek, can you explain how we as a team have approached the process of creating weapons of Dying Light 2?
Yes, we wanted the weapons to be credible. It's been a long
Are we back?
time since
We're
the
back.
apocalypse and everything
I don't even
of
know what
value
like.
has
I,
already been looted.
there's not much new stuff. There's certainly some stuff in there, but
The traps that we saw, the electric trap and the car trap, is obviously taken right out of Dying Light 1. But I like the way that the new electric trap looked, because you kind of had to like build your own platform there. It looks much bigger too, much more deadly. The car bomb
4K
was much more explosive too, because the car bomb in Dying Light 1 was like an electrical explosion. It looks really weird, but in this one it's like an actual proper explosion.
I'm trying to find where that was. What is that? Why do I hear anime music? Oh, Gamescom.
Yeah, they're on the indie blog now.
Okay, combat. Was it in combat environment?
Someone said my disappointment is no one's seen Dying to Know. True.
Okay, I'm looking at the big thing now. The giant trap.
Mm.
Bruh. Bro, no. No.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, you can that can be something that can be easily fixed.
That's
but,
an easy fix, but
yeah.
no.
Yeah. I feel like they got two different animations. They got like an animation for the button and they got an animation for the hand, and they just like from different animations they just don't sync up.
No.
It kind of looks out of place though, the trap there, doesn't it? It looks really weird. Kind of
bit.
looks like someone's just plonked it down. I mean, that's essentially what it is, to be honest, but yeah.
But did we they said, what did they say in the last episode? Nope, that's okay. Dying to Know episode 2. I could have sworn they said David Bell would be in it.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Next episode showcase here.
Right, I think we know everything about monsters now, except for one thing, how to defeat them. So stay tuned for the next episode. We'll be looking at different combat styles, weapon crafting, and the iconic Dying Light 2 parkour, which was designed in cooperation with this man.
I gotta mute this part because it got me copyright strike last time.
Wait, you got copyright strike for showing Dying to Know?
No. It was like, not a copyright strike, a copyright claim. Because like the music that they used, it wasn't.
Ah, right.
I have to mute it. I'm just waiting for this part to end. Oh, gotta lower that.
Il y aura des originels de David Bell, maintenant c'est à vous de les trouver.
I mean, they never actually said he was in it. Did we just misinterpret it? I feel like there was like a consensus among the community that he would be in it. And not once did we ever think otherwise.
Or even in explosives. And this can give you a new combat opportunities like carbon.
Team directly responsible for creating parkour movement in Dying Light 2. So, what can you tell the Gamescom viewers about it?
Well, we're really excited for the players to see what we've prepared for them.
Fucking someone just pinged me saying that's what we call modding. Okay. Oh my god.
Even the highest building is not an obstacle anymore, but a parkour.
You know what, someone needs to take this clip and just throw, that's what we call modding after it.
It's true. We waited till today for him.
I know.
Someone needs to take that clip and just say, that's what we call modding.
They were modding.
To help you get higher. Even those familiar with Dying Light
Wait,
1
that clip you just opened of yourself, was that the guy cheating against you?
All that we learned from parkour in DL1
Wolf King.
Everything from
Yeah, and then like just have that and just cut to a clip of him. They were modding. That's what we call modding.
That's what we call modding.
And I think your perspective as well, creating a realistic movement in an FPP game is very, very difficult. And we have spent a lot of time and resources to make it physical and exciting at the same time. So, how do you feel about it, Kacper?
We really wanted to improve players' perception of their avatar's body and of what happens to it during parkour. The animators had their hands full, but it definitely makes you feel like a real traceur.
No, all right. Before we continue, for the giveaway, it ends in 13 minutes. So,
drum roll.
Now's your time.
13-minute drum roll.
13 minutes drum roll, please. So if you want to join the giveaway, join the Discord. It's in there. Yeah. Do that. You have 13 minutes. So if you haven't joined the Discord already for the giveaway for the Ultimate Edition, go and join there and see who wins. Yeah.
Which is a person who professionally
back to
does
this.
parkour. It's all thanks to dozens or even hundreds of new animations. It's especially visible with ropes, pipelines, monkey bars, etc. With the increased number of animations, players can almost physically feel each
What was the
movement
term they
while
said
climbing
to
the
it? Well, like the flow of
It gives them
parkour
a
into
realistic
combat? I
parkour
forgot what they
experience,
called it,
and
but they had
is
like a
also
term for
surprisingly
it.
simple to master, even for beginners. The city
Are
allows
you thinking
players to try.
of FPP?
No. that term's fast PP.
Oh, it's happening. Dying Light Platinum Edition is coming to the Switch soon. I wonder when. Well, it was leaked. Did it say like October something?
It was leaked quite a while ago, I think, yeah.
It, according to the leak, it says... I thought there was a date. Oh, October. like the little book. I don't know. I like the episode. I like the episode. I can see why people wouldn't enjoy it.
Traverse it effectively as soon as they get there, and their mobility increases more as they learn new skills. There comes a time when players start noticing synergies between movements, and that's when the real fun begins. You literally feel like flowing through the environment. They also
Say hi
find
to my
out that
grandma.
the city
Hi,
itself
Crash Powder's
helps them
grandma.
with parkouring, and what might have seemed an obstacle at the beginning becomes an asset once they learn how to use it.
Okay, but parkour can be more than just a way to traverse the city. In Dying Light 2, it's quite handy in combat too.
Yes. For example, I could stun my opponent with a powerful blow, then use elements of parkour to rebound from him, and
It is a
his
one-handed
powerful
weapon.
blow, then use elements of parkour to
One-handed weapon. He ground pounds. It's not even
Yeah.
like he puts both hands on it.
so I can rebound
Wait, is that the Zagnal?
by combining parkour and combat. Skillful
Do you remember the
player can
Zagnal? You're looking at it
have
right now, and at least for me, I don't know if you're in the. I mean, you're in the future for me, but like,
stun my opponent with a
you
powerful blow,
yeah, that's
then
the.
use
It looks like the
elements of parkour to
Zagnal,
rebound
the
from
hammer with like
him
those
and
two spiky things coming
kick
out.
another one.
I'll pause it. I can link it in chat.
Do you remember the Zagnal from Dying Light 1? The
I do not.
secret invention. I'll DM you a picture of it. Hold on.
I'll post it in general.
Oh yeah, I'll post in general.
He's also stunned now, so I can rebound from him too. By combining
Oh,
parkour
wow.
and combat.
Dude, it's insane how far he kicks.
So I can rebound from him too. By combining parkour and combat, a skillful player can wreak havoc on both
He goes so
heroes and
far.
infected without even
There you go. I posted it in general on your server.
Well, that sounds
I don't think
amazing.
that's the same.
So, Kacper, thank you for joining us, and thank you for explaining us how the game's parkour system works. And I believe you, the same as I, just can't wait for people to see it in action themselves.
Definitely.
So thank you once again. Take care. So let's talk more about how you can use parkour not only for traversal, but also for combat. And speaking of combat, my next guest is Matt Courtois, lead technical gameplay animator. Matt, ça va?
Ça va, merci.
Thanks for joining us. I would like to start with something that was quite difficult for us, if you remember, at the very beginning of the project. How to present melee combat in first-person perspective.
Oh, I remember. You actually just said, creating satisfying melee combat from a first-person perspective.
I'm trying to get a good pic of it.
That's why we spent many weeks iterating it, improving it, until we got the right feeling. We feel
Whoa,
we
the
have
Dying Light. Dying Light's in the chat.
created something special, and we're very
That's
excited
awesome.
to discover how
Real Dying Light.
The real Dying Light. Hi, real Dying Light.
Oh, you know what it reminds me of? It's like when someone who hasn't played Halo and they go, "Oh my god, look, it's Halo!" when they see Master Chief. Oh, it's real Dying Light.
That's awesome. Hello, Frog. I'm assuming it's Frogman. Hi, Frogman. That's awesome. Thank you for stopping by. I don't know. It's a game called, I think, Dying Light. Dying Light 2? Stay human? Stay human?
I guess, you know, we've worked very hard for our combat to be
Oh, I hit
visceral.
16K subs!
So we created many
Oh!
exciting and immersive
16K
elements,
subs! Danny, get
such
over
as
here!
What we call progressive.
Danny, we hit 16K! Danny, we did it! Danny! We did it. We hit 16K subs, Danny. I'm so proud. I'm so proud of all the hard work we put in together.
Look how happy he is for you, man.
Look at that. Danny, look how happy Danny is. Ah, Danny. Look. Okay. Could you imagine just coming into a Dying Light stream and this is what you see? Danny, we did it. Congratulations. We did it, Dan. I'm proud. Can I put the shirt on you? That's the real question. We still have 5 minutes left in the giveaway. Go bald, Oni? No. We're never going bald. You had your chance to make me go bald. It didn't happen. This is either the best idea or the worst idea. I don't think, no, it can't fit. The Dying Light 2 shirt cannot fit Danny. Better luck next time.
Hit reactions. So it's basically consecutive hits on enemies will enhance their reactions. They will react differently based on the weapon category you're using, based on the body parts you're targeting. So you can stun them, you can trip them over, you can cut off their limbs, which might sound pretty terrible.
Wait, why is someone saying Pet Shop Boys?
Right? And it's also very useful.
Oh, does someone want you to react to something?
The direction of your swings also matters, and
Like,
so does
I think
your
they're a
position
band, weren't they?
relative to theirs.
Were they?
We worked also with the professional stuntmen to record more special, more spectacular.
Dude, look at all these.
heat
Look at all
reaction.
the cameras they have, just sitting around surrounding this guy while they're doing mocap. This just boggles my mind.
I love the set that they're in for Dying to Know. They're like in the inside of the safe zone building area now, instead of outside where we saw before.
Satisfaction as possible.
And I think it's safe to say that immersion is very important in the world of Dying Light 2. It's post-apocalypse, so it's very brutal and very demanding. So to survive, you really need to step up your game. So, I don't know, maybe you have some tips for the players. Maybe you think there's something they should focus on.
GG site
My
is a lot
best
more polished
advice
now.
would be to be creative in combat. So, like you just mentioned with Casper, in Dying Light 2, parkour and combat are very connected. They're even
Someone say monkey? I heard monkey noises.
intertwined, right? Allowing players to combine one with the
my
other
God.
very easily,
I'm bad at streaming.
very smoothly. So technically,
wasn't even showing.
you can use the
They were just
environment
looking
in
at me.
combat, of course, as in kicking an enemy right after a wall run, or even end
That looks awesome.
the enemy to get somewhere you like. So you would just vote run, or even end. You can use the enemy to get somewhere you like. So you would.
The world looks massive.
Yeah.
It really does. Like if
I really wanna
if you look
see-
at stream, you can see just like how far it goes.
Yeah, it's actually huge. It's a huge sandbox, and I really want to see just like gameplay of transitioning between inside and outside. That's not scripted like we saw in the 2018 or 2019 E3, but gameplay that like stretches out and it shows that you can go in these buildings, you can just explore them for the sake of them, because I mean the outside alone is already huge, but if we have tons of interior explorable places, it's just going to be absolutely insanely good.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's insane.
Yes. We have used of 3,000 animations of jumps, grips, and other parkour moves to create a few dozen skills that can be mixed and combined. So every
Alright, let's skip to the tools of
So
destruction.
now, let's talk with the people that are actually making them. Marek,
Oh, okay, wait, we have 1 minute left.
Before the yeah.
Alright, let me transfer over.
Oh yeah. Drum roll.
Drum roll. Drum roll. Mark up this appearance. We'll play a good song in the background. Here we go. We're a minute away. Who's gonna win the giveaway? Can we get a monk in the chat? In its final minute, who's gonna get it? It'll be revealed, and then half the Discord will probably leave. It's coming. It's coming. No, Vio. No. Get out of there.
Oh.
Here we go.
Your camera's blocking. Okay. I thought the message popped up. There was this Vio trolling.
It's coming. We're waiting on the bot. I believe in the bot. What if I enter at the last second and I win? Oh. There's 887 people in this giveaway right now. There it is. You are the winner. Crips you. Don't know if I said your name right, but you're the winner. Congratulations. You did it. Congrats. Oh, they're online. Perfect. All right, there it is. That's the winner. We'll have more giveaways coming.
Who was it? Cripsu?
Yes.
GG Cripsu. Is
It's
he in
only
the chat right now?
beginning. Is he in the chat?
It'd be nice if he was.
I saw he was. Everybody's pinging him right now. All right, let me take care of that real quick. Let me see. All right. He has 24 hours to DM me. If he doesn't DM me, then his entry is forfeited.
Mushao, lead 3D weapon artist.
He DM'd me. Okay, well,
And
there.
Szymon Strauss, producer of the weapons team. Hello.
That was quick.
Yeah, I know.
The first question, maybe to Marek, is Marek, can you explain how we as a team have approached the process of creating weapons of Dying Light 2?
Yes, we wanted the weapons to be credible. It's been a long time since the apocalypse and everything of value has already been looted. There aren't any stores to buy a new weapon, so you need to build your equipment from what you find. That's why we had to design dozens of unique weapons practically from scratch.
And actually, that was our design. Some of them may look very simple. We've got also quite the opposite, like, I don't know, semi-automatic crossbow.
I will love this one.
And our weapons are very diverse visually. Each one has a unique design and history. Just by looking at the weapon, you can tell where the maker found the parts. At a military base, a museum, a repair garage.
Exactly. It's exactly like that in the game. When you pick the weapon, you instantly realize if it was cobbled together in a street or maybe made by factions.
Find a bit of time to talk.
To achieve something, the whole world aligns to help you. And basically, that's what is happening in Dying Light to Stay Human.
Exactly. Based on the player choices between the factions, define how each group can help us.
Wait, do we have the clip
For example,
of
the
the
survivors
guy
keep to the
saying,
roofs,
and that's what we
military
call
guys.
modding?
Yeah, and what's important is that we don't need to remain
I'm
loyal
not
to
searching for the
this one
clip from
faction.
your server, someone
The
sent
city
it.
is divided into several zones, and it's in each of them the players can decide with whom they want to side. So while progressing through the storyline, you're able to shape the world to fit your vision and needs.
Okay, but we know already that humans are active during the day and monsters come out.
But unlike monsters, people cooperate. So while fighting them, we need to closely observe not only individuals, but also the whole group. And of course, there are many more unique subtleties to both humans and monsters, but I think we should let the players discover them on their own.
Well, okay, that's a good idea.
I think
but
I
all
might
of
go
that
through all
sounds
this
very
and like
juicy.
splice up like all the new gameplay stuff that we got. Because there is a lot in here.
So, Dying, a lot of you are contains over 100 hours of game, and you want to support us. How do you feel about it, Kacper?
We really wanted to improve players' perception of their avatar's body and of what happens to it during parkour. The animators had their hands full, but it definitely makes you feel like a real...
Yeah, this guy here, he has a term near the end of the conversation, I think, and he has like, he says, not tresseur, but like, he says something which is like, that's what we call blah blah blah.
With the increased number of animations, players can almost physically feel each movement while climbing the buildings. It gives them a realistic parkour experience and is also surprisingly simple to master.
I don't know. I'm like.
Oh yeah, the new hammer, you need to be like level 12 or something like that right now. I'm only level 4 with my few logins, so I can't even get it yet on Techland GG.
I haven't even touched Techland GG. I should probably start doing that soon. Look at that, there it is, Nintendo Switch. What games I usually play? Honestly, whatever is out there. Ugh.
Tier 2 level 7. Tier 2 is like, by the way, I only just found this out now when Ansi was talking about it. To get from tier 1 to tier 2, you got to level up your tier 1 all the way through, and then like when you go to tier 2, it's kind of like prestiging almost, if you can compare it to that. So you level up all the way max, then you go down, and now you're in tier 2, and then you're tier 2 level 1, you go up. So that's gonna take a fucking while to get the hammer. Oh my god. What other ways can you get XP actually?
Let's see.
Follow
Techland
Facebook,
GG.
connect your platform, which I already.
This can take a while.
Even for beginners. The city allows players to traverse it effectively as soon as they get there, and their mobility increases more as they learn new skills. Even for beginners. The city allows players to traverse it effectively as soon as they get there, and their mobility increases more as they learn new skills. There comes a time when players start noticing, for example, I could stun my opponent with a powerful blow, then use elements of parkour to rebound from him and kick another one. He's also stunned now, so I can rebound from him too. By combining parkour
It's just
and combat,
insane how far he goes when he's jumping.
Use elements of parkour to rebound from him and kick another one. He's also stunned now, so I can rebound from him too. By combining parkour and combat,
That's
a
insane.
skillful player can wreak havoc on both humans and the infected without even touching the ground.
Well, that sounds amazing. So, Kacper, thank you for joining us, and thank you for explaining us how the game's parkour system works. And I believe you, the same as I, just can't wait for people to see it in action themselves.
Definitely.
So thank you once again. Take care. So let's talk more about how you can use parkour not only for traversal, but also for combat. And speaking of combat, my next guest is Matt Courtois, lead technical gameplay animator. Melee combat in first-person perspective.
Everybody that's in the audience on Discord, write in the D2 chat, the Dying Light 2 chat, what you thought of the episode. I'm just curious to hear everybody's thoughts. So, yeah, so the one that Doge is typing in right now. It was alright. I loved it. Not the best. Not the worst. Yeah. There's definitely other episodes. The hype behind the first episode is so good. I don't think it can compare to anything like that.
Oh, I remember. You actually just said, creating satisfying melee
As a person who
Look at the
professionally
parkour
does
again.
animations, players can almost physically movements while climbing the buildings. It gives them a realistic parkour experience and is also surprisingly simple to master, even for beginners. The city allows players to traverse it effectively as soon as they get there, and their mobility increases more as they learn new skills. There comes a time when players start noticing synergies between movements, and that's when the real fun begins. You literally feel like flowing through the environment. They also find out that the city itself helps them with parkouring, and what might have seemed an obstacle at the beginning becomes an asset once they learn how to use it.
Okay, but parkour can be more than just a way to
What is
traverse the
Gamescom
city.
showing now?
Use everything they have learned to contend with a massive, horrifying.
They were showing indie stuff last time I checked.
Yeah, it's not like that. I don't know. I see everybody's thoughts on this.
In Dying
I do love the set piece. Now that I'm looking at it fully, this is so good. I love the inside of the bar. It'll take like 4 years to get the hammer. You'll get the hammer when the game's out.
right?
And it's also very useful and you know, glory. The direction of your swings also matters, and so does your position relative to theirs. We worked also with the professional stuntmen to record more special, more spectacular hit reactions. That was mostly for parkour combat, but also generally speaking to highlight players' power and to convey as much satisfaction as possible.
I'll be right back.
And I think it's safe to say that immersion is very
No, you don't need me alone in chat.
in the world of Dying Light 2. It's
No, I'm gonna talk to chat.
post-apocalypse, so it's very brutal and very demanding. So to survive, you really need to step up your game. So,
hey, you're in here. Hey, congratulations, you won the giveaway. That's awesome. I am so happy for you. I'm gonna be in touch with you, maybe like 30 to 40 minutes from now. I just got to finish up on here, and then I'll be good to go. I'll go and DM you and everything. If you want to get ahead, just tell me your platform and the region that you're in. That'll be a little bit easier. But everybody, that was hold on. That was the episode. I enjoyed it. I can see why some people might be a little bit disappointed. Personally, I understand. I understand why people are upset with the gameplay part of it. So, let me change the music. Look at that, some groovy stuff. But yeah. That's everything that I have today. It was a good little episode. It was good hanging out with everybody. Let me lower that. I'm for sure gonna give away more copies of Dying Light 2. So join the Twitter, join the Discord, do all that fancy stuff. I'll go and keep in touch with you. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, leave a like, do all that fancy stuff for me. It really goes a long way. Yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say. Thank you all for 16,000 subs. That's absolutely awesome. I love it. Yeah, the giveaway was an Ultimate Edition, so he got the Ultimate Edition. I'll send the Twitter in here. Let me go and send the Discord. And I'm going to call it in just a moment. But yeah, I'll probably have a couple videos uploaded pretty soon. There's not much I can pull from this. I'll obviously pull my reaction and the full thing. That'll be uploaded. There'll be a lot. Don't worry. So maybe expect a video in like 2 hours from now, a video tomorrow, and possibly on Sunday too. But yeah, that's everything. Thank you all for watching. You guys are all absolutely amazing. Thank you, Danny DeVito, for being with us. With all that said, stay fresh, stay human, have a good night, and more importantly, good luck.